Let's talk to Harold the P. Cock-a-doodle-doo. He was on assignment in Darwin last week. He overdid the drinks in the room.
Oh, did you get the bill?
Yeah, and the dinner was a fairly expensive dinner. But he is going to tell us about a lot of Ipswich people used to go up to Darwin for over 150 years.
Oh, there you go.
G'day, mate. Good to have you back.
Oh, it's great to be back. And, yeah, the bill's on the way, but I was very responsible, I can assure you.
I hope so, because I didn't think you drank. But anyway.
$700 for a meal.
Well, there's a lot of water you got to drink too, because it was a good winter break up there, nice and warm. It was beautiful. But one of the reasons I went there was to see the Japanese Zero that was shot down during the bombing of Darwin in World War II. That was good to see.
That's in the water, is it?
No, it's in the Darwin Aviation Museum. But it's most of the pieces are still. It looks, it's just a bit haunting seeing it. It's good to get out there and just see that tactile part of Australian history. But I also went there because it's one of only 10 places in the world that you can see a Cold War era B-52 bomber.
Wow.
And it is huge. It's 50 metres long.
Wow.
It's hardly any hangars in the world can hold the thing, but it's up there in Darwin. So again, B-52, Japanese Zero, the history is just everywhere up there. And from there, I also actually went up into the Timor Sea to watch the Tiwi Islands football grand final.
Right.
And I know you're a sporting fanatic, Danny.
Guru.
That's Guru. And the grand final on Tiwi Islands was fantastic. And there was not a drop of grog to be seen. You didn't have to worry about any trouble. It was just good footy and good fun. It was fantastic. And I know you were hanging to find out who won. The Emilu Tigers won the men's premiership for the second year in a row. And the Tapalinga Superstars, congratulations, they're the women's premiers. So it was fantastic.
And we're looking at an image on the internet of that particular Zero.
Yes.
And it's amazing. I love all that sort of stuff.
And you can still see that rising sun insignia on the wing, on most of the wings. So it's just seeing those things there in person just takes you back 80 years more than, doesn't it?
Unbelievable.
But look, and I was also up there to raise money for the charity Drug Arm, which does so much great work here in Ipswich. Drug Arm, and they do great work here in Ipswich, and listeners can still donate via my website, so you can go there and have a look at that.
Now, what about this? What are the Ipswichites? Yeah, tell us that.
Yeah, going back 100 years into history now, in 1920, Ipswich's Albert Wellesby went to Darwin in a bid to avoid paying tax. Now, he was an engineer living on Pine Street, North Ipswich, and claimed he didn't have to pay tax on any income from the Northern Territory because it wasn't a state under the Constitution. He was wrong and found guilty of evasion. The ATO got their money, of course. Now, Wellesby shortly afterwards ran for Queensland State Parliament in Ipswich, became stone motherless last, and then refused to vote in the federal Senate elections, claiming justifiable non-conformity. He was a non-conformist, but that wasn't a defence, of course, and he was found guilty then as well. Now, going further back, Ipswich's Joe Roberts. Now, he was a native of Ireland and had served in the British Navy. His children were all born in Ipswich, and then he took them all via Burketown, Normanton, Thursday Island, up around the top there, and in 1896 arrived in Darwin to work as a blacksmith. Now, he was also a boatswain and an acting mate on local coastal steamers, as well as a tool sharpener and a miner. In later years, he worked as a carpenter and was a leading member of the local Carpenters Union. Now, when Joe died in 1925, the union was in attendance and had the best made coffin made for him that people up there have ever seen. It was fantastic. And the cause of his death was a really, really bad stomachache or gastritis that he suffered for 6 weeks.
Holy hell.
I know. So, but anyway, look, Joe's son, Joe Roberts Jr., of course, he was born in Ipswich. Up in Darwin, Joe Jr. worked as a messenger in the railway department and progressed to being a billiard marker at the Victoria Hotel. Now, a billiard marker, they keep the score and they're in charge of the billiard table, so they're really important people. And this was when Ross and Keith Smith and other various aviators as part of the Great Air Race, stayed at the hotel in 1919. So they played on Joe's billiard tables. Now, at Joe Jr.'s funeral in 1928, there was the most amazing array of dignitaries for any billiard marker in the world. He would have had to have been the highest profile billiard marker on the planet. There were at least 2 members of the press there. There was also the original H.G. Nelson, who was the first person to represent Northern Territory in the House of Representatives. Then there was Jim Watts, the 2-time mayor of Darwin, and a number of other well-known personalities. All of them are no doubt huge fans of billiards and of the Ipswich's Joe Roberts and family. So, Danny, I could go on and on. There are loads of reasons to go to Darwin, and Ipswich people have been doing it famously for close on 150 years at least. You've got to get up there. For a winter break, it's brilliant.
I've never been there. I really wouldn't, especially that World War II history. And tell us quickly on Drug Arm, really quickly. What were you doing?
Yeah, I was up there highlighting that you can have a good footy match, good sport, without having a drink to celebrate afterwards. And they don't drink up there. It's illegal to take any alcohol onto the islands for the grand final there. And it was just a good, safe family day. Everyone loved it. Everyone was winners. You could walk around and enjoy it. You could, you make your decisions later on, but why do you have to spoil sport, I reckon, with this other stuff?
Yeah, well, that's courage, my father called it. The Australian blokes have to get drunk to the front of Sheila or get in a fight.
It's crazy, isn't it? It's crazy. Like, I know 2 Australian blokes in the studio right now that can talk to any Sheila and that'd be good enough. They don't need a drink. That's you. That's you two right there.
We've got a personality to burn, we have.
Exactly.
But I can't see over the bar anyhow, so that's one of my problems. But mate,
well, that's a bonus for you. You don't need to go to the bar. People will be coming to you, Danny, because of your personality.
Drug on.
And that's what you need.
Oh, they flame me. I'm a chick magnet. Now, look, how do we see this story and all the other stories?
Yeah, this story and the photos of people involved and some of this history of the Japanese Zero and the B-52 bomber, you can go to History Out There on all the socials or the History Out There website, historyouthere.com.
There he is, our friend Harold the H. Cock-a-doodle-doo. Historyouthere.com. It is now 8:22.